Would you rather have a power-scaling son or a character-shipping daughter? Why not both? What's up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about my little universe I said I was gonna make and post about like a couple months ago. If you were from then, it's finally happening. Hey, okay, let's get started. So Ay-Lur is basically like the energy of the universe, and it kind of acts like a spiritual fat on like creatures. All matter is made of Ay-Lur, and it's like everywhere around everything. You know, like how Slither.io has like all those dots. It's like that. And when it condenses, it forms into like pieces of matter in like different like formations. And I kind of want the magic system to be like really logical, but like so for example, it'd be like you're using like coupons or like the McDonald's app to go get like cheaper prices, but like if you have like a lot of money, you could just like buy the item. And yeah, it's pretty much like that. If you have enough Ay-Lur, you're able to just like brute force like almost everything. Well, yeah, you could just brute force everything. Not almost everything. You just can brute force everything, because you're basically forming with the Ay-Lur you have, you're influencing the Ay-Lur around you into a symbol or a form of a form of something, and then it becomes what you want it to become. To sum it up, it's just kind of like a more grounded version of like the Toon Force, but the only limiter to being able to do that stuff like infinitely is that you need to actually have enough Ay-Lur to really do that. So yeah, okay. Welcome to Geolks. Geolks is a lush, mountainous, rocky world with horizontal trees and spires where you can't even see the bottom. The Geolks are the people who live on this planet. These people became classified as intelligent life around 1.3 billion years ago by the Galactic Alliance. Matter of fact, they're the founders, right next to the Teplin and the Alphersathrians. I mean, Alphersathrians. I read that wrong. Okay. These guys were mainly inspired off of Kryptonians and those like people from the Lego movie too. The Geolks are a pacifistic race that are kind of like translucent rock people that became the top of their planet's hierarchy by being able to produce glucose from Ay-Lur. And this led to their bodies being primarily made of it, so they don't really need to eat anything anymore, and they just absorb the energy from the oxygen in the atmosphere and produce food for themselves by transforming that into food. Because of this, it led to fast technological advancement due to having a strong grasp over the concept of energy. And using that power, the powerful machinery like the ships, they power other technology to explore the universe and eventually help other species also achieve their level of wealth. And just because they use ships doesn't make them weak in any shape or form, because they're primarily made of crystals. They are extremely durable, and because they're crystal people, they can utilize their body and harness the Yalr into their Yalr, I'm saying my own power system wrong. Their Ay-Lur into their bodies, and then amplify it. Their forms of Ay-Lur usage, I guess. Welcome to Tepol. On Tepol, it is a very vast jungle-like land with lush caves and beautiful scenery. The only problem with that is everything and almost anything is alive and is trying to you. And by you, I mean the Teplin. The Teplin are a bunch of little critters that are not so little anymore, and they're kind of like bug people. Their main gimmick is their ability to transform and adapt their bodies to combat these challenges. But over time, their armors became more of like a job system in like the cast. At the top of the hierarchy, you have the royal butterflies with Princess Lasbin, and underneath them are like the moth aristocrats, and underneath them you have like the knights, which are like the special forces people that are like those like wasp characters, and under them like the main like bulky class is would be the like evolution people, like the supports, the tanks, and like the DPS's people. The Teplin start out as like these like little like ants or like larvae type creatures, but over time they could train their bodies to unlock these armors, and these guys were able to like transform into all these like cool abilities. You don't have to follow these things. You could be like other creatures too, like scorpions or like roly bugs. I just didn't want to do that, and just to show these 3 examples right here. They were documented. No, I skipped a line. These guys were inspired by the Hollow Knight people and Vesperians from Deepwoken. They were documented to be intelligent life around 1.6 billion years ago, but like the Alphersathrians, they didn't have the resources to really travel that far in their like cluster or in their observable universe, so they couldn't really find anything, and there wasn't really anything in their observable universe. I didn't say universe to find anything, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, cut it at the, you know what I'm talking about. Welcome to Alphersathria, the land of the lizard men. On Alphersathria, it's a harsh, rugged wasteland filled with large dunes and large ravines everywhere. These guys were mainly inspired off of the Alphys from Undertale, except they're 9 feet tall. The Alphersathrians are known for their hollow scales, allowing for Ay-Lur to pass through them easily, giving them the ability, like invisibility or poison skin, and they're really freaking strong and fast and can regenerate lost limbs, and if you train that, you can do it like that, you know what I'm talking about. But the main thing that they're good at is heat resistance and their digging abilities. Although the planet is a desert, the problems of heat and dehydration only come to play on the surface. Water is mainly sourced underground, and their scales allow them to store oxygen and Ay-Lur in their skin for prolonged time under the ground, so they can find more stuff, I guess. All in all, these guys become the top of their planet by just out-surviving everything else on the planet. And they're also kind of like living cacti, and are either, when you meet them, they're really either friendly or they're the worst people you ever meet. The other races in the pre-Geolk travel era, I guess, would be like people like the dinosaur races, people like different like species of like dinosaurs have their own like planets in their respective like sectors in the universe, and like avian races like griffin people or something like Peter Griffin, and I don't know why I said that. Most of the time, races usually become extinct due to like a bottleneck, like a disease, or like their central planet being destroyed, and like it just like cascades. But most of these guys were intelligent life compared to us. They had space travel, but since everything in the universe is so far apart, they couldn't really find anything until something found them first. Alright, thank you for watching this video. I'm already making the next one. I'm already in the process of making it, and it'll probably be in the next 2 weeks, so okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny. I can't get you out of my mind. Sexy, you be all I see. I will give anything just to make you understand me. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Freaking you is all I.
Tonight I need your body.
I need your body.
Tonight you got say. Give it to you.
Tonight,
Say yeah.
to me.
Tonight you got my mind.
You got my mind, I know what to do. Yeah, freak you. What must I say?
Oh, tell me,
What must I do?
what must I do to show how much I think about
freaking you? What must I say?
What must I do
To show how much I think about freaking you.